Welcome to the DorkLair Collecting Podcast. We have a full house tonight. With me is my co-host Chris. We have Trevor Williams and we have Curtis Ackerman. And there's a whole lot of stuff going on tonight. The Horsemen just finished up their stream. We're going to talk about all that stuff in a little bit, but we have some other special guests. We have our now a semi-regular on the show, Jesse DeStasio, Knights of the Sliced Toy Pizza. What's up, dude?
Returning champion.
Yeah.
Great to be here.
And then we have the organizers of the 5 Points Fest, owners of the Clutter organization. This is Josh and Miranda, not my coworker Josh Miranda.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
Welcome. So we're going to talk first about your pretty big announcement, your big event that is coming up. Jesse, walk us into that.
I've known Josh Miranda for over a decade easily now, I think. And being in close proximity to each other, I've done shows at the Clutter Gallery. I've always been, a big fan of what they do, and they are truly an institution in this collectibles world. And so, it is with great pleasure that we're announcing that Toy Pizza Expo and the 5 Points Festival are merging this year. And 5 Points Festival is relocating from Brooklyn up to Beacon, where the Clutter brand new HQ is being built as we speak. So this is kind of a very exciting homecoming. It's a circling of the wagons of all the, people that we like within the toys and collectible community. And, I pride Toy Pizza Expo on giving people the best day of their lives. And I think we're going to be able to kind of amplify that idea this year with everybody else being involved. And one more point very briefly, part of the beauty of the collectibles ecosystem is there's so many different stripes and varieties of collectors. Obviously you have a large Four Horsemen contingent. Josh and Miranda have come from the world of designer toys and collectible vinyl. I'm kind of stuck in the 4-inch scale action figure world and the Glyos universe. But the idea and the premise here is like, let's bring all of these seemingly disparate subcultures together into kind of a celebration of just what we love about this hobby. And so there you have it. That's the pitch. That's the elevator pitch.
It's funny when you say that, because I think sometimes about like how the different even beyond toys, like the different little like communities of collectors, they all feel so different from one another. But then when you like zoom out of that and into like the whole world, and you just kind of see like they have way more in common than sort of like the rest of that outer world in terms of just interests and hobbies and stuff.
Absolutely.
100%. Well, thanks for having us.
So
Josh and Miranda, go ahead.
It's kind of crazy because I think this is the first time that we've gone live and talked about a lot of the stuff that's been going on with 5 Points and Clutter, but we're just really excited. Jesse kind of took control of my brain in October and sort of like whispering into my ear, like, why don't we do it in Beacon? And it kind of like really just informed my whole thinking. We've been in Brooklyn now for, I'm trying not to look at the live feed. We've been in Brooklyn for
7 years.
7 years. Can I just address what's his name?
Someone said, why is it called 5 Points?
B Teddy 3.
Yeah.
It hasn't made sense to call it 5 Points since we left downtown
Manhattan.
like lower Manhattan. So it's
Right.
the name of our festival. It's what we what we call ourselves. It's our brand.
We started in the 5 Points area of Manhattan, and so it was called 5 Points for that reason. But it's also 5 points of fun, 5 points of articulation, 5 points of cool things. So it works on lots of different levels. That's why it's called 5 Points. It was never about the graffiti spot 5 points. A lot of people confuse those two things. And once we moved to Brooklyn, it became very confusing, but that was not the intention.
Yeah.
So.
And we're just really excited to be in Beacon because we're getting to do so many things that we've wanted to do for many years and have been kind of thwarted by, what is allowable and permissible in Brooklyn. And so we're just super excited. Like, this is going to be an incredible event. We are going to have more painting and more food and more toys and more people and, make it a whole town takeover. We're talking about curating the movie theater here in town with Godzilla movies and maybe some of Jesse's personal favorite cult films.
I want David Lynch's Dune. That's my one thing.
I think it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. I'm with you on that one. That's like my favorite. I don't want to be a hater on the new Dunes. I'm so happy that they came out and that they exist, but in a lot of ways they're kind of boring compared to like the Lynch Dunes, in my personal opinion. So anyway, it's a whole other podcast.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But we've been in Beacon we had the gallery space for 14 years. We just are moving to a new location now. We're going to have 5,000 square feet of what will be a museum eventually. So, it feels like a good time to move everything together to our HQ and just make it a fun experience.
So that is the next big announcement that we haven't actually made yet publicly, but Miranda just broke news here live on your podcast.
The news, yeah.
We are going to rebrand in Beacon as an art toy museum to really take advantage of everything that's going on in Beacon. So what's so exciting about bringing 5 Points to Beacon is that the whole scene is going to get to experience why Beacon is like this amazing art town and why there's so much synchronicity and why Ron English lives here and does crazy artwork all over the town all the time, and
why House Gray is just down the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Sacred Mirrors, it's just and the deer, and it's just an art centric.
Yeah, I lived in Austin years ago and really tapped into the whole like what keeping a city weird means, and a lot of that is here in Beacon. I know people are going to experience that and have a great time, and we're just so excited to share that with everyone. So it just feels amazing. And it's so exciting to finally tell everyone that we're doing it. And it's going to feel even better when everyone actually comes and experiences it with us, and we can drink a beer and light a bonfire and, spray paint, and get wild.
Do you want to kind of just run through? So like the event itself, that's going to be, is that a 2-day event, right? Actually, I have the thing? Hold on, let me see here. So we'll come back to that. Oh, this doesn't have it on there. The dates of the.
It's
June 7th and 8th.
Yes.
Okay. June 7th and 8th.
June 7th and 8th at the yard
in Beacon.
And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing vendors and artists and live painting and beer and hangouts and music and everything that you want from an awesome day out. Not just the ability to buy toys, but the ability to build the community. And I think that that's a lot what's lacking from big conventions. It's just people buying toys, and you can do that online. Like we're living in a different world now. So we're trying to bring back the element of community and hangouts and just having a good time.
Did you mention Tattoo Parlor?
No, I didn't mention Tattoo.
So Good Luck NYC will also be our tattoo parlor again this year. They're going to come up and do a takeover of part of the festival area, which is super exciting. And we're also going to have music, live music, which we've never been able to accomplish. So our intention when we started 5 Points 9 years ago was for it to be a festival. There was a reason why we didn't call it ClutterCon or another toy convention. We were like, let's make it a festival. Right. And initially we were kind of accomplishing that. Yeah. And then after the pandemic, it kind of went sideways and we felt like we wound up in kind of boxed in. So that's why when this opportunity came along, we were like, now we can actually do everything we want to do. We can have bands and we can blow everything out and actually do more pop-ups around the whole city. Sorry that I'm like merging in and out of my background.
It's some would say
we're still announcing the full like run of what 5 Points is going to be.
Some would say it is the Woodstock of toys.
Exactly.
There you go.
I would say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's more than just about coming and buying toys. It's about, the best hang of the year.
Awesome. And so
Will people be naked since it's the Woodstock?
Dude,
That would be great.
Don't tempt me.
Wait. Legally, we cannot comment at this time.
there,
But if you hit up our DMs,
our plan is
Oh, God.
for shit to go down.
Thank you. No, I'm good.
But when and where is like you have to be here to find
To
out.
be there.
Which brings me to the question
But
I was
Trevor,
about to
my
ask.
head is where your head is at.
Hey,
Stay
Funny
there.
enough, the question
Boys
I was
and
about
nudity,
to ask
right? I mean-
was, will my 10-year-old daughter have a good time there? Like, will my family, like, bringing my
The
family,
the
like, is this a
daytime
family event?
programming,
Absolutely.
there's going to be daytime programming, and then hopefully things slide into insanity as it gets darker.
Okay. Sweet. And there's going to be like some hands-on like art stuff. Like you said, spray painting and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Live painting is always a big element of what we do, so we'll just be able to make it bigger and better. Our biggest complaints in the last venue that we were in were that they couldn't use real spray paint. It has to be water-based. And so last year we put it outside, but it wasn't quite connected to the venue, so people couldn't find it as well. So it's just all these hurdles that we kept in it. So we're excited to be able to make that even better.
So we will have 5 Points. We'll have a full beer garden. We'll have a tattoo parlor. We'll have a live paint battle,
Live music,
Live
food trucks.
food trucks.
and just a total hangout festival experience.
Yes,
Sounds
don't
amazing.
take the brown plastic, please. Nobody accepts it. For all the old people out there, you get
Yeah,
that.
totally. Yeah.
You're not
And
old. You're not old, Trevor.
No, I'm not.
Much like the original Woodstock, this is also not in Woodstock, New York. So that actually
Right.
works out good.
Exactly.
Exactly.
all right, so let me pull this up again. So that's the 5 Points Expo. Let me actually,
The 5 Points Expo. That's funny.
That's good.
But
Yeah.
Jesse's rebranding. He hasn't told anyone yet.
I mean, yeah, I just mashed them together.
It's not
Hold
going
on,
to be. It's not the expo anymore, right?
I was thinking experience, but also I've changed the name of my show so many times that everybody calls it whatever they want anyway. Like
Okay.
you guys sent me the discount code. It's named after the old name. And I was like,
really?
that's perfect because nobody calls it correctly anyway. So,
Okay.
yeah, it'll be, let's just say TPE and the
TBD.
E is TBD. So there you go.
Oh,
Okay.
There we go. There's there's your site, which is 5pointsfest.com. Yep.
That's right.
And you're still looking for vendors too, or for
Yeah.
exhibitors, or
We just opened sign up for vendors. So yeah, we are absolutely.
It's probably worth mentioning that while we have gone through official channels, we would love absolutely to get the Four Horsemen there. We would give them top billing. We would treat them like absolute celebrities.
Mhm.
So if that's something the fans want to see happen, perhaps you can rally behind this cause and help us make it happen, because I think that would be quite brilliant.
Get a street team up there or something. I go up there. I love the Hudson Valley, man. It's one of my favorite places.
and that's
Yeah,
not
that'd be
far
cool.
from Danbury, which is
No.
they go there for
No. Nope.
45 minutes, yeah.
yeah. For
It's
they go
about a
up there
2 hour
for-
drive. It's going to be about a two and a half hour drive for them. Maybe 3
Okay.
from where they are in Jersey.
We're just laughing at the comment from Hammertron
Hammertron.
Action Figures. This is where the toys buy you. Like
That's great. Yeah, so we're really excited. And
Awesome.
And it's all Jesse's fault.
yeah. So if
Guilty
anyone
as charged.
can play him, we'll put his Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can DM him.
Please.
Put up his phone number.
Oh yeah, Blaze is out that way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there
it's
you
a little
go.
over an hour from 4-H in New Jersey, is what he's saying.
Mhm.
Is it only an
Yeah,
hour?
I
from
think-
there? Well, I guess they're a little closer. Yeah, it takes me an hour and a half to get off of Long Island, so it takes me 2 hours.
To get to Legions Con takes me 50 minutes door to door. So it's
Oh,
like,
okay. Wow, you're
it's perfect.
wow,
But
wow,
I'm
okay.
slightly south from Josh and Miranda. But
right.
like
Yeah.
this is just a short car ride for I think the majority of like the tri-state area.
If
And
you-
it's a direct train from New York City, an hour and a half max.
I mean, anywhere in the tri-state area, if you were driving into the Gowanus area, 5 Points, this is going to be a breeze.
Yeah, it'll be faster to drive here than to drive from Manhattan to Gowanus. So,
Yeah, it's kind of like the reason that we even found Beacon, and when we left the city, we sat with a map and basically looked and said, when I used to own a bar. I don't remember how many years ago was that? 15 years ago, we had a bar in the Garment District, and we would drive from the bar to the Navy Yard at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it would take us about an hour. So we looked at a map and we were like, where else can we live where it also takes an hour, 4 o'clock in the morning?
That feels like Boston sometimes like that too.
So we drew this circle and we were like, well, we're not going to go here and we're not going to go here, so we're going to go up.
It looks like an amazing place. Go ahead.
We love it.
If I may go off on a little jag that I think will lead us to our next image. The festival is going to be located at the Yard, which I've talked about, many times here on this program. And part of what I think makes 5 Points Fest incredibly unique is that we're also going to be able to do some good with it because, all of us, me, Josh, Miranda, we're all aligned with the Yard. We also volunteer at their community kitchen, which provides free meals to anybody who needs one. Right now, it's 3 days a week. We're hoping that gets to expand as more donations and things come in. Mm-hmm. So part of our ability to put this on in Beacon and at the Yard means that we get to kind of fill the coffers of this community kitchen. The Toy Pizza segment of the show is going to be located at that actual kitchen, and it's going to be sort of set up with small vendors and makers, and people will be able to donate and they'll be able to, possibly sample some of the food. But, I think as the world in general starts to feel a bit darker for everybody, and I don't think that's a left or right equation. I think it's everybody's feeling the squeeze. Being able to kind of be of service to people and contribute to your community or help somebody get a hot meal who maybe would be skipping one. I think that's incredibly important and incredibly fulfilling, and kind of, it's a little piece of humanity that has not necessarily been part of conventions and the collectibles sort of world, but we can kind of do this now and really materially change the quality of people's lives in a great way. And that leads me to a very cynical segue for our show this Saturday at the Yard, where my band is playing a benefit concert, and the proceeds will be going to Beacon's Backyard Community Kitchen, which is also where the Toy Pizza segment of 5 Points Festival will be taking place. So, I think we can kind of amplify the amount of good that we're doing by aligning everybody and working with the Yard and doing these things.
That was a beautiful segue, by the way.
Yeah. You gotta make sure
it was.
You got to tug at the heartstrings and then push them to the point of action. I think this stuff is important, and I think it gives us the ability to sort of not just make this a mindless commercial enterprise. This is like something bigger than that, and this is one of the ways in which we can do that, I think.
100%.
And speaking of giving back, Jesse has a little giveaway. We've got a few giveaways tonight. Nice. Jesse's going to give away the upcoming 2-pack Cray and Goss. Now, you're not ready to reveal. These are surprises, so you're going to wait till you ship it till you reveal the colorway and all that. But these are
I felt conflicted about that. I did want to debut the color scheme tonight, but I know that there's some people that are waiting and enjoy the surprise, so I didn't want to give it away. But the Goss armor, of course, famously sculpted by the 4 Horsemen. So it's all interconnected, you see?
Okay,
so that's why they have to show up.
Here we go. Oh wait, hold on. Not yet. I need to start I got to start the tool here. There's an order to this. Okay. There we go. Okay, so the hashtag is Gray, Grae, like Goss and Cray together. Put that in the chat, and if you are the winner, then as usual, email me at podcast@dorklair.com. I will forward your address to Jesse, and he will send that out to you. And you have these are in. For some reason, I thought you just had like a paint sample, but you're saying these are in now, right?
They landed 2 days ago, so they are
Okay.
here.
Nice.
So send me your address. I will come to you and explain my passions in person.
There you go. Show up at your door. And yeah, so let me just check to make sure these are registering. Yeah, we got 20. Let me, if I can share this instead. And there it is. 40. We got a lot of people here at 138. That makes sense following a 4 horseman stream like that, which was a pretty epic stream, which we'll get to in a little bit. Oops. Okay, so we'll let that run. What else?
What is the date again of that? What is the date?
June 7th and 8th.
June 7th and 8th.
Yeah, you can get tickets now online at 5pointsfest.com.
Yes.
If you get a VIP ticket, you get the exclusive toy that's only available through that event. We haven't announced it yet, but stay tuned.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be awesome.
Cool.
Should be free.
Yeah, and you get in an hour early.
That should be pretty close to you, right, Trevor?
Well, yeah, it's about a 2-hour drive. I mean, getting off Long Island takes an hour and a half sometimes.
Yeah.
But, so it's really only about an hour and 20 minutes away, but it'll take you 2.5. So.
Yeah, Josh is from Long Beach, so we go down.
Yeah.
It's,
it's rough. My family wonders why I don't come to visit.
We've been driving up,
but like you're stuck here.
Mm-hmm.
We've been driving up to Vermont, and last week it just took us forever. From we're like deep into Boston. We're essentially the only town east of Boston, and it just takes forever to get up to the place in Vermont. And we're doing that again tomorrow.
Oh,
but yeah, I can feel that kind of drive. Like it's tough.
It's the traffic.
I may have missed this. I'm sorry, but is there like accommodate places to stay? Are there any
we are just finalizing some of our hotels, and they'll be live in the next couple of days.
Okay, there's some great Airbnb. Well, you don't have to do Airbnb, but there's some great B&Bs up there.
There are. And so the other crazy thing that's going on is Clutter Gallery is not on Main Street anymore.
Yeah.
When you come down Main Street, it's not there. We're in the middle of, so we've leased this giant space and we're in the middle of building out a museum. So hopefully there'll be something for people to also see when they come to 5 Points. We'll be somewhere in the process where we can at least have people come over and entertain what's going on there.
We could just have them come over and paint walls.
Just work on the property.
No, it will be done.
Only child labor.
I think Trevor touched on something interesting. Beacon really is like one of the most picturesque, beautiful places on earth. Like I moved to the Hudson Valley because I was just blown away by it. And
it's gorgeous.
When you're out there in the yard, you're overlooking Mount Beacon, and it's just like such a gorgeous. I mean, there's a reason why all these Netflix shows and movies keep getting filmed in town, because it really is like, it's just such a gorgeous place. And it's right along the waterfall. And, I think people are often surprised when they come here for the first time for something like Toy Pizza Expo. And they're like, there's this whole beautiful, vibrant sort of place to hang around, to go shopping. And there's a great flea market in town. So, kind of in keeping with what Bill said in bringing the family, like there's so much to do and see. It's kind of the perfect weekend. And if you ever feel overwhelmed with the crowd or the convention or the festival, not convention, you can just take a little break, go to Main Street, grab a burger, grab a hot dog. Like
Storm King is not too far from there either. Across the river, which is really nice.
There are 3 world-class art museums within spitting range of here. We have Dia Beacon, which is incredible. The Dan Flavin and Warhol collection is like mind blowing.
It is.
Storm King across the river.
Bourgeois. I'm a big fan of the spider.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Storm King, where wasn't that the Brat release party was held there?
Was it?
Charlie XCX.
Really?
Anyway, yeah. Storm King is incredible. It's this
It is.
huge installation art park. It's just mind blowing. And then Magazzino, closer towards me, is this world class Italian
Right.
museum, and they have a wonderful cafe that I go to all the time. So,
Like
like,
donkeys.
Yes.
they have little miniature donkeys there. Yes, it's
Yes.
true. The rumors are true.
Yes.
So, like, even if you have a family member who is not interested whatsoever in anything toy related, they can be absolutely exposed to like some of the greatest pieces of world class art that are,
That's
available for man to see.
Right. That's right.
Exactly.
I mean, that's something that
I really,
Sorry, go ahead.
I need to be getting a stipend from the tourism board. I really do. It's not fair. Giving away all this free press, all these great taglines.
Yeah. Yeah. Beacon has a unique art gravity in the world. There's a lot of, I mean, honestly, it's not going to be any big secret, but literally the yard is next to the Starn Twins studio.
Yeah.
So if you're like, a real art nerd and you know who the Starn Twins are,
Right there.
they're literally at this massive warehouse next to where we're going to be.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We didn't really talk about it, but we mentioned Alex and Allison Gray. Alex famously having done all the Tool album artwork of the sort of illuminated bodies. They have a Tool chapel that they've built, a Tool archive of all this incredible posters and like guitars and relics. I guess it's a reliquary, it would be called. And that's just a very short drive away from everything.
Or is it a Horcrux?
Yeah. I do think like
that whole new wing of it, right?
it's
it's
out of this world. And I mean, we are situated upon some kind of magnetic field that like really pulls creative people in and like makes them build incredible stuff. I truly believe that. Like there's just too many sort of incredible sort of things along this ley line.
And we are hoping to drag Alex Gray
down.
Down.
He's currently in the Dominican Republic on tour with Tool. So
Oh, is he?
he
went
went
on
there.
the cruise?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's not a cruise, it's an island show.
But they would. Oh, there's no cruise to it.
No.
That's later. I'm confusing two different things that are happening this year.
Yeah, if we got Tool Army members in the chat, let's see. Throw them up.
People are like, oh, Tool, yeah, Toys and Tool. There you go.
I'm actually working. I mean, we haven't talked to like the Tool cover band, but
Schism. We love Schism. There's a Tool cover band that's amazing. That's played at Allison's place.
Yeah,
we should get them.
Are we cool? Confirming Tool is playing 5 Points Festival?
there is a band that I'm working
a lot hotter all of a sudden.
Just sold out.
That does cover Tool. They're not like Schism level per se, but they do.
Somebody's a Schism fan. There you go.
Yeah, I love the Pink Lemonade scene. Schism. That was the first thing I did when I moved up here. Me and Josh share a birthday, and we went and saw Schism at Alex Gray's house, and we were just like, "This is incredible! Like, I can't believe this is happening."
The only thing that kind of let me down that night was that I couldn't just buy drugs at the door.
Be next level.
Bummer, man.
Right? I was like, wait. But that was an amazing.
It's worth noting, 5 Points Festival is a drug-free, smoke-free, no cop event.
No cop.
Is it? I don't think it's.
You got to tell us if you're a cop. That's the rule.
Yeah, right. Okay, we do have a lot of giveaways.
Can you keep entering?
How many times can we enter, Jesse?
You will not win.
You can enter as many times as you
want.
A
rip.
Bullshit.
But it'll only pick your name once. It'll only count it once. All right, I'm gonna spin this because we got 4 more giveaways to do tonight. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Remember, if you win this, message me with your address and I'll forward it to Jesse. Unless you're already connected with Jesse and you can just send it straight to him. Mooncake 623. Congratulations.
That's me.
Again,
No.
that's you?
No.
Okay. Okay, let me pull that down here.
Well, you just put your glasses down and it could be maybe.
I don't have any
Pull
eyes.
the banner down.
Does that just mean cheesecake? Isn't the moon made of cheese? So it's just. I think it's.
Yeah,
cheese.
right.
So.
That's good. Okay, so I'm going to get the next one going right away too, because this is also a Glyos giveaway. I have, let me actually put myself like this.
And while Bill's doing that,
One.
we are going to have a dedicated Glyos and O'Neill design area at 5 Points Festival. And I think actually an even bigger one than we've had at Toy Pizza Expo in the past, because we're trying to get some of the West Coast makers out here as well.
Yes.
Nice.
Join
Sweet.
us.
So I've been chatting with Matt a little bit, and after I placed my order, he sent me kind of a lot of stuff. So I decided to pass some of it forward. And so it's really, courtesy of Matt. So this is the Talcris colorway from the latest wave. And so you're going to get all 3 figures. And I have some like swing joint sets and stuff. I'll put whatever I have in this color, I'll put that in there. So that'll be kind of like, I don't know if it's like technically a complete set of the colorway or what, but it's a pretty awesome package of figures right there. So let me actually go back to this screen, and I just need to set up the tool. So you can go back here. Yeah, just want to double check. Check my banner here. Yeah. Okay, so that one is Talcris. Put that one in the chat for that Glyos bundle from O'Neill Design, and we'll pull that very soon. And just pull this up to make sure. Yep, the entries are starting to come in. So there's that. They're starting to come in there.
And chat, let us know your favorite Tool song. We're counting them down every hour on the hour.
Requests.
I actually,
3
I have
seconds
a
in and we'll be pulled down.
controversial Tool take here. It's going to piss a lot of people off. I think Anima is their only great album. I know this is very heretical to say. I think that's a brilliant album beginning to end. I think their other albums are good, but
Undertow? Come on. Undertow, really?
it's rough. It's good. Is it great? I don't think anything's ever reached the same level as that.
I don't think
No,
that's
I'm not
I don't
winning
think it's
anybody over. Okay.
controversial. I don't think that's controversial.
I don't think it's controversial. No, it's not
Sorry.
controversial.
I don't have a dog in the race.
Josh,
I
you
like-
wanna listen
I
to
like
the
most
singer-
of
I don't know
singer-songwriters?
enough about Tool to be able to say.
I've seen them twice, and I knew I know a lot of people really like Lateralis, and they think that's kind of like their masterpiece. I do kind of agree that I think Anima is also perhaps a little better than Lateralis, but I think they're all awesome. I'm not the hugest Tool fan, but I do have tickets to
Used to be.
Sasanta. You guys know what that is? Sasanta. It's the
Primus
Claypool
and
it's like, and then it's like Perfect Circle and what are the other bands called?
Pussifer.
That's right.
Pussifer, yeah.
I saw them at Lollapalooza in '93, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
right. Got that.
and that's
I
funny.
knew I
'cause
saw them at
Primus-
Lollapalooza. I was
Primus
trying to
was at
remember
that
the
one,
year.
too.
Yeah, Primus
You
was at
just saw
that.
Primus. Was it last year? This year?
Yeah, I saw
Where are we?
Primus.
Last year.
Yeah,
They were awesome.
It was deep cuts.
It was a Deep Cuts Primus show. Is that what
Well,
it-
they
is that what
did a different set every night, right?
It was
So
not.
never-
I was fine. I was happy. I'm a big Primus fan, but I really wanted my 13-year-old daughter to be like, that was amazing. And halfway through, she was like, I don't know what's going on.
By the way, their little YouTube series where they're auditioning for, they've already picked their drummer and announced it, but like they have like all the video of the auditions and stuff, and they're all like, they all have a little intro by Fred Armisen, which is hilarious, and then the jamming is awesome. It's a really good show. It's like little 15-minute episodes. I highly recommend it.
Who did they go with in the end?
Oh God, I forget his name. I forget his name. But
Fred Armisen.
It wasn't the guy from the special, which is, I thought it was perhaps going to be.
That makes sense.
But I forget his name. Matt something, I think.
They were awesome.
All right, we got some good Tool related contents here. Hedgehog Action Soft Tool Lollapalooza. I did not like Tool in high school, right? I thought it was like for the sort of stoner kids. I was just kind of a nerd. And then I went to Lollapalooza. This must have been, I want to say 95, maybe 96, and saw them on stage, and I was floored. Like I was like, oh, this is Tool? I was thinking like Tool sounded like Metallica or something.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the best way.
And yeah, I was just blown away, and I got Enema, and then been disappointed ever since. No, just kidding.
So after that 93 Lollapalooza, I didn't see them again until 2016 or 17 at Boston Calling. And I was just I was just floored at their live show at that point. And then the next time they came around, when they put out their last album, when they came around again, and they played the Garden, the Boston, the TD Bank Garden. And I was like, I don't know if I really want to see a band there, because I've never seen a good show there. But they actually like crushed it there too. It was freaking amazing. Like, I think even if you're not really a big Tool fan, I think going to a Tool show is just a very cool experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get all those Alex Gray visuals, like just on massive jumbo screens.
Yeah.
I've seen Tool. I think maybe 4 times in concert, but more interesting was I went and saw 9 Inch Nails for the first time when they were touring for The Fragile. That was their double album, I think, right?
Yeah.
And it was Miami Arena, and this unknown band opened for them, and it ended up being a perfect circle. And this was before they were announced or they had an album out or anything. And so it was Maynard on stage in a wig, and nobody knew who he was or like what this project was. And I remember being like, wow, this guy's got a voice. They're good.
We're like, man, these guys are like a little bit of a Tool ripoff, or
yeah. It's like, this doesn't sound like Metallica. What was I thinking?
All right, let's spin this one too, and then we'll start to move on to the Four Horsemen stuff. So let me pull this here. We have.
Thanks for tuning in to Tool Talk.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of times the podcast does end up, especially when Trevor's on, like a lot of times we do kind of like veer into music on this show. All right, we got 70 entries.
Well, none of this was my fault.
No, I know this wasn't your fault, but a lot of times when you're on.
No, I know it's true. We did last time. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. This one is me, so definitely send it to me because I will be shipping this out.
Come on,
podcast at DorkLair.com, and I will get this out. I'm probably going to ship Sunday night. Like, I'll pack it up Sunday night because I'm going to be traveling all weekend. Corey Meyer. Congratulations, Corey. And again, email me. The email is in the description below, and I'll get these. I'll get you like tracking Sunday and drop it off Monday. And yeah, okay, let me pull this one down.
We got super sucked into the Jane's Addiction drama.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was at that show.
Which was the Boston one?
Yeah, the Boston one. I was at that show where the whole meltdown happened. Yeah,
that was right after the one that I saw. I was
Boston for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we were at the New York show
2
days before.
And it was a shit show.
Yeah, where he really.
So that's the one you were at then, Trevor,
the city in the city or
Yeah.
UBS? Okay, yeah, I was at a UBS in Queens.
Wait, so
They were fine
It-
then. They're okay. He was good. I mean, he looked inebriated, but he was good.
they were
he
terrible.
played well. Oh, really?
Oh
They
yeah,
were
he didn't
really
know
good
the
that
words
night.
to the songs.
He
It was bad.
almost stopped the show. He was apologizing.
Yeah,
It was a
Wow.
mess.
yeah.
Damn. I'm glad. I guess I get to saw the last good show. I guess.
Yeah, you did, because it was really bad in Boston.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think after the show you guys saw in New York that he would have like maybe like dialed it back a little bit.
Yeah.
But he I was kind of like, does he have some kind of neurological problem or something, like when he was singing, because it was that bad,
strippers.
Addicted to strippers. We didn't think he was going to make it through the show. It was like, it was touch and go. See, they played 2 nights and we saw them on the first night, and the second night was supposed to have been a little better.
Yeah.
Okay. And
But
then
the first night was.
We got a little sidetracked a couple times, but it was mainly good.
Did you watch the Beantown podcast where the
No.
guitar tech comes out and kind of tells the whole backstage story?
The guitar
No, I gotta check
Dave's
that out.
Best friend. You have to watch it.
Okay.
All the goss,
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
the hot teas on that.
From some of our
podcast.
friends in the music industry said he'll never work again.
Yeah, you can't do
You
that.
can't come out
Right.
and just like air the laundry. But it sounds like Perry was so pissed off that they wouldn't let them have strippers and kind of do the whole like normal Jane's Addiction stage show. The band wanted it to be just about the music. They were like, it's 2025.
Different
Let's keep it
time.
like
Oh, there were strippers all over the place at UBS, man. It was like a burlesque show, man.
on
It
the
was crazy.
stage.
Oh yeah. They were crawling all over. They had this like scaffolding, and they
What
were
year
crawling
were you
up on the
there?
scaffolding. No,
You're-
this was the
you're-
last tour.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
you're thinking like a couple of
No,
tours ago.
no, he's not.
No. This was the last tour. This was probably weeks before they had that bust up. This Smashing Pumpkins was
Oh.
opening for them. Yeah.
That was the tour before. That
Was
wasn't
it?
the
Yeah,
last
that was the tour
Yeah,
before.
it was
saw
this
that-
year.
we saw
Yeah,
them with
we
Smashing
saw
Pumpkins,
that one too.
and they had strippers.
Oh,
And then
okay.
the next tour
Yeah.
where they were headlining with
Oh wait, but did I see them then too? I thought I
Uh,
did.
where-
You know
what's
who
the name
doesn't
again?
have
Maybe I'm
strippers or
maybe I'm
fisticuffs
conflating
on
those.
stage?
You are, but they were so close together. You
5
Yeah.
points.
5 points.
And
Cool.
and
Very
Cool,
sort of
yeah.
beat the shit out of random
They have
people at
puppets.
5 points.
But that'd be-
One last fun little fact. I was also at the Porno for Pyros show, the Enid Festival, where the dancer, this is the dancers made me think of this, a dancer that was up on stilts maybe, or on a big platform, caught on fire in the middle of the show, and they had to like
Wow.
stop the show, and then like it was a very serious like situation where I guess apparently she was fine.
Okay.
But yeah, that was wild
You're
too.
the bad omen at shows.
I'm like the
You're
opposite of Beacon, New York, where it's like
Holy
Now, I
shit.
actually want to
Beacon
go to
is like
shows with you now.
pulling out-
I-
yeah, I know. It's gonna be a good time, right?
Okay, I'm gonna give 2 very quick concert trivia pieces
Okay.
about my history. I was at the Rage Against the Machine and Wu-Tang Clan New Haven, Connecticut show that ended up in a riot with the lawn being torn up and thrown. And I'm from a small town in Connecticut, and right next door is Lake Compounds, which has a music venue, and that is where Milli Vanilli's tape skipped, and their careers completely ended.
Oh,
Wow.
my sister was at the Skid Row concert in Springfield, Massachusetts, where Sebastian
yeah.
Bach threw a bottle at an audience member,
Yep, I remember that.
and then my mom worked at the courts, and he had to go to court like in Springfield, and so there was like all this press and all this stuff in Springfield because of that.
Crazy.
Oh, and I did see Great White in Rhode Island.
I wouldn't brag about that.
Anyone remember that? No. Too obscure of a reference. They burned down an entire venue.
holy shit.
Okay, so
Talking about toys before everyone tunes out.
I know, yeah, we're gonna chase
Or
somebody away.
people
There's no
laugh.
giveaway on screen. There's no
Yeah.
toy talk.
Everybody's
We're
too
gonna
young
all-
to remember any of these bands.
Yeah. Like, who are they talking about?
I don't know. We got a
Um,
pretty older
Yeah, I
skewed
know.
yeah, community here.
Do you want to kick us out so you guys can talk Dragon? Is that easier for you? I know you're going to have a lot of images and stuff.
It's up to you. Like, you guys can stay if you want. I mean, when we go to this screen, we're all on the side anyway. So if you want to stay, you can stay. If you want to go, you can feel free to hop off. I mean, I know it's probably not the most appealing conversation
Gonna
for you
get-
guys.
How dare you under
I-
Sell us.
I am going to hop off because my cat is attacking me,
Okay.
and I have to tend to my wounds. I'm bleeding
Yeah.
very badly.
No.
We should probably send.
Finally get a cat
Well-
attack on the show, and he's gonna leave.
I
Man,
kind
that
of
would
want
have
to
been
see
good
what
for
you guys
ratings.
are talking about.
Yeah. What's
Okay,
that?
Okay, yeah,
Little
stick
bit
around. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Wait for a ghost
but-
to the face.
Before I go, just final thoughts. This Saturday at the Yard, 8 p.m. My band Zed Star 7 versus Ears with Eyes. Amazing band to see live. Proceeds benefiting Beacon's Backyard Community Kitchen. And then, of course, 5 Points Festival and Toy Pizza Expo together at last, June 7th and 8th at the Yard. And ow. And geez, she's really going at it. And that's all. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thanks, Jesse.
Message in the morning to let us know you survived the night.
Right.
Yeah.
Cat scratch fever.
Thanks, Jesse.
And here's the cat.
Oh my god.
There it is.
Oh my god.
You
There
gotta
it
get some that cat some Prozac, man. That's
Yeah.
Bye, Jesse. Okay. Let's pull. Okay, let's do this.
Now we can get real.
Before
Yeah,
we
'cause it's
before
gone.
we get into this, let's get the next giveaway going. So the next one is going to
It's a
be
dragon. No, it's not.
close. It's serpent.
that's
It's
good.
it's another Ninian infantry, and I am going to. Oh geez, I forget what my hashtag is on this one. It is okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let me set this
Nini?
up here.
Sneaky snake.
It's just. S. No, it's not.
Mm.
I gotta edit that because I think I got it wrong. Scroll. Okay. So this one is coatl.
Wow, making it
Yeah.
tough.
Coatl. Coat L. Coatl. We got any entries yet?
We got nothing on the screen.
Got there we go. We got 4.
Got it.
It's not showing.
It's
on the
black
screen.
for you guys.
Yeah, it was.
No, I
doing
can see
that
it.
with the
I can see it.
Horseman, too.
Okay.
I see it.
No, I'm
I
not-
don't
I'm
want.
not.
Can anybody else see it?
Hang
I
on. Let me.
couldn't.
Yeah,
No, it was doing
StreamYard's
that
got
early
some
stream
problems,
one.
man. That's
Yeah.
like the third time I've seen that on somebody's stream.
Yeah, it was happening during the Horseman stream. Show this
Mhm,
down.
yeah.
How about now? Still nothing, Curtis?
I don't see it, but
That's
Trevor, you see
weird.
it? Audience?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that's the main
Audience,
main
do
thing
you
is
see
the
it?
audience.
No, it's blank.
Black.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Well, that was
Let
old.
me-
yeah,
Oh,
he had
no,
to
nobody's
stop
seeing it.
sharing
That's
and
weird.
reshare it.
Hmm.
That's what I'm going to do now.
I wonder if it's yeah, it might be.
Maybe
Yeah,
Trevor's
you
just
think you pay
planning
enough
on
for the
it.
StreamYard and
There we go.
Okay. There it is. And I'll pull it down again, and then we'll have to.
And there's
reshare
already
it
none
down
more
after.
too.
black.
Holy
I
cow.
like that, Benji. Good reference.
82.
None more
Cool.
black.
Look at that. That jumped up quick.
Okay. So let me pull that down. I think the slideshow. I don't know if anybody. Can you guys see the slideshow now?
Yes.
Mhm.
The two-sided.
Yep.
Okay, so the giveaways, we're into the giveaways where it's like these ones are definitely like channel member supported giveaways. The channel members and the super chats, as always, thanks everybody for doing that. This is what makes the giveaways possible. It's been a while since we've had like a quote unquote regular
while.
episode like this one, so I wanted to just blow it out and give away a bunch of stuff. So we're doing 3 Mythic Legions, and we already gave away 2 Glyos things. Those 2 really were supported by Jesse and Matt. Okay. So just quick reactions, starting with Chris. Quick thoughts on the dragon and everything.
I'm excited for it. Based on the pricing and stuff, I'm probably going to get just the head pack and not the wing pack personally. And I think they said, I tried to take some notes, sometime next year, right? That they like
Middle
it's
of
not.
next year, they're hoping.
Yeah, that's an impressive turnaround time. So
That is
also, I'm
good.
shocked
They
that
can do
they
it.
said it was
I'll-
I'll
35
reserve
pounds.
judgment until
That
we
was
actually
like-
have it.
Hefty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the box is going to be like the size of a large, like the Necronominus all in. That's going to be like the size of the box of the base dragon. So I mean, this thing's
Yeah.
beast.
I'm glad I got to see it in person. I mean, that really, I don't know if it changes your mind or not, but like just seeing it in person is really gives you it's the thing. So otherwise, it's hard to tell how you feel about something like that. But yeah, so
I was just at
excited
the
I was able to
studio
do
and I
that.
told them that they should take some pictures next to the Razor Crest and the Cat's Lair and things like that. You know what I mean? Like show it in relationship to things people already have in hand and may know.
Yeah.
Because it is hard to gauge.
Really,
it's hard to
it's
gauge.
hard to communicate how,
especially if you don't have Mythic Legions
spectacular
figure.
it is.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, for the people who are just getting it because this is the only gigantic dragon that's going to probably ever get made.
It looks massive. How big is this dragon? We're trying to figure it out.
Catch us up.
So it's top of the wings, it's 22 inches, and then from the feet to the top of the wings, and then from head to where the tail is curled there is 31 inches, right?
Well,
So
something like that.
It's,
Curled.
it's big.
So it's almost 3 feet long.
Yeah, and when you
like
at least
if you
curled
can't
up.
extend it, it's over 3 feet, right?
so let me pull up.
You can twist it out so it's even bigger than that.
The tail is completely articulated.
Wow.
It's odd. I mean, I know they're probably telling you this. Maybe this is like the best or the shortest they can make it in the sense of like normally you tell something how long it can be, but they're like
that's about it.
for your
Yeah,
space-
that's like the compact size, and then this is
6 feet long.
Wow. How do people fit
with
this
the
in their
flame?
collections? This is crazy.
Yeah,
You put this on top of
I will
details,
not be able to. I won't be able to have it set up like this. I'll get the flame effect because I want that specific head that comes with it. But I won't be able to have it set up 6 feet long like this, right?
I don't think many people will.
No.
Wow.
That's
And
amazing.
That's where I was like, I won't get angry, but like I saw a lot of people like talking about like, oh, how come that's not included? Those wings should be included. The head should be included. A lot of people aren't going to have room for that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Are these the extended wings? Yeah, these are the extended wings. Right? Yeah, so they're extended wings. People aren't going to have room for that. You know what I mean? People just, want a dragon and, curled up like that with the tail and stuff, taking up 3 feet by 3 feet cube is enough. You know what I mean? Like, and not a lot of people want this stuff. Like this, not going to be a lot of people that can display this as is right here.
There's a limited audience for something like this. It's very expensive. It's very big.
How much is it?
So let me pull it back to this up here. So this setup right here is $550 for this setup. Okay. And then
$550.
$550.
That's nothing.
It's so cheap.
That's what
it's a pretty it's a pretty.
You guys are in the vinyl toy area,
yeah.
like that's really not a lot of money.
It's nothing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So then on top of that, it's a campaign style thing where it's going to start tomorrow night and it's going to run until April 6th, so 1 full month. And they need to get a minimum order number in. So it's going to be 2,000 units they have to sell. Excuse me. But if they go past that, which I think they will, they're going to start hitting stretch goals. So this is the stretch goal. This is the stretch goal at 2,500. Okay.
Yep.
And it's a little small for me to see. So somebody.
Yep.
Okay, let me go this way. So this 2,500. This is Benegar the Knight. I think this figure in the color scheme is amazing. It's something that we really like, green and blue. Like this look. Like we haven't really seen anything like this in
like a teal
in Mythic Legions. I mean, we've seen
flower. I don't know.
We've seen this blue, I think, but we haven't really seen this green, especially with this blue. And there's a close up of that head. Some brand new parts in those shoulder armor and and the head sculpt.
It's bordering on cerulean.
Yes, there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Cerulean is the perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
That's it.
And then an additional,
That shield.
once
is
you get to
bad.
3,000,
That shield's amazing.
yeah. Is this one? No, that was
You get
not.
Benegar with the you get the upgraded Benegar.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can't believe it's only
Fancy
$550.
Benegar.
$550
Oh
is
my
like,
god, it's crazy cheap.
like, come on.
I know, for all the
Amazing.
articulation.
And for
Yeah,
something
and
thing
the
is-
size,
scale and the sculpt and everything.
That's-
Oh, the access, like it's crazy.
I mean,
If I could, like, one thing, and I don't know, I'm gonna have to repeat this, but like, so Eric Treadaway is an owner of the company, and he is the sculptor of all these products, right? Like, you don't get that. Like, there's no, I was trying to think today, like, is there any other company where, I mean, the person who owns it or one of the people who owns it is a sculptor and an art, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
his time, I mean, yes, he takes a salary because he's part of the company, but like his time, if you had to pay somebody to have sculpted this entire thing, it would have cost so much more
Right.
because they would have had to factor that amount in. And it
Right.
took him it took him 2 years working on working
Yeah.
on this thing
Yeah.
on and off.
The labor
It's
alone.
nuts, man. It's nuts. So that's
Yeah.
not even factored into the cost. Okay.
Right.
That's not even,
Right.
they don't even factor
Good
that in.
point.
So like, it's amazing that they,
It's
for
true.
profit.
a lot of it's
Before we
labor.
get a little too far, I just want to
Yeah,
to shout out some of these super chats. So we have Kevin Boots, member for 22 months, Joe Gonzalez donating 10 DorkLair memberships, and then Jeff donating an additional 5, which is awesome because the numbers,
Nice.
while I was doing all those Necronominus wave reviews, like I did 11 reviews over the course of 3 weeks. While I was doing that, I wasn't really doing a lot of streaming and stuff like that. And I think the memberships kind of dropped off a little bit there. So it's nice to see some of those gifted memberships coming back. So thank you guys. And then William Husted says, I love you guys, and dropped in a $10 super chat. We have a new member,
Love you back.
Daniel Skidmore. And then Wesley gave out another 10 memberships, which is great. I like that. I like seeing the gifted memberships. I think it's really cool. But thank you everybody for pitching in like that. I very much appreciate it.
Awesome.
Okay. So like this setup is at 2,500, and then you get the cloth goods additional parts at 3,000 units. So once Beathir the dragon sells 3,000 units, you get to this level of detail on this guy. And this is all the stuff he comes with. He's got a lance with the new fisted tip on the front there. Yeah, and I don't think we have a picture of it somewhere. Okay, there it is with
There we
the with
Not
the
in it,
chainmail
yeah.
head
it's
sculpt
cool.
there.
Which
and then
MJ Staten will not stop saying it looks like me. I don't think it looks like me at all.
Trevor, I
could see
gotta
that.
say, I feel like a lot of I feel like a lot of Eric sculpts kind of look like you. Like I swear,
You're hanging out
the-
there too much.
I swear the Attila head looks
Mhm.
like you as well.
I'd take that, but it's not me. This
This
guy's
one I
got
don't-
he's
I
got no
don't see it.
beard or anything. Yeah.
This one I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, so that's Benegar, and that once you get to 3,000, that's like a full Benegar coming with the dragon, just packed in with the dragon.
That cape is insane. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean you've had this thing in hand, right? So
No,
about
I
it a
did not
little.
take these pictures. These
Oh,
were
you didn't?
pictures
Okay.
were taken. Brad took these in house, yeah, because these weren't
Okay.
ready in time. So
look at it, it's huge.
It's crazy.
Like a Batman cape, basically.
Right? Yeah. Very cool. It's funny because just today I was asked, or maybe yesterday, I was asking around like if any of the custom cloth makers have been doing these. I really like the 2-part tabard system where it like has the elastic around, but apparently it's really difficult to do. A lot of the customizers are saying like it's just it's not like worth the time. It's just like a lot of tedious stuff. So, but getting another one right here. So yeah, Benegar. And then when you hit 3,500, we're at the charred skeleton here, which is
That's right.
because this is on black. It is actually a lot darker than it looks. Eric held it up and it looked pretty much solid black.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like the charred skeletons that we saw at the show. But
Yeah. Yep. If you were there, you saw those.
I know Brad uses Flash, so it's tough to get.
I think the
Right.
ones at the show though had some Red Death parts in it. It wasn't just a full skeleton.
There was
Might have been.
I think there was one full skeleton there.
Okay,
There
there
was
was
one
definitely
particular-
one that had Red Death parts.
Yeah,
The
and there
black,
was
yeah.
and there was one knight maybe or something charred up. There was something else charred
Yeah,
up there
I think
too,
so,
I thought.
too.
Yeah, so the ashen skeleton, and then when you get to 4,000, you get this upgrade kit with it. So this is I think the top level, right?
For the dragon, yeah.
For the dragon.
4,000 is the top level.
And then beyond that, they did say, "Hey, we don't know if this hits 5,000, for example. Like we don't know. Like if maybe we'll have to."
I think
I
it's
honestly
easily going to hit 5,000.
I honestly
That's my
think like
prediction.
they could be like, okay, at five, we'll throw in another skeleton. At 6, throw in a third skeleton. I mean, but yeah, so that this one slide has a typo in it. It's 35 for the skeleton, and then 4,000 for the
Yep.
the extras. And then we get into the so that's the full dragon there. You kind of see everything together. 550. No matter what, it stays at 550, even if everything gets opened up.
Yeah, everything on the screen here is what you would get if it got 4,000 orders.
Yep.
You would
Yep.
get everything on the screen.
Wow.
Did they ever? I left early. Did they talk about the tracker, the counter? Is that going to be a live thing or manually updated? Or
Didn't
I
talk
asked
about it as
about
far
it,
as I
but
know.
that never came up. They didn't answer that. So I'm assuming they're going to have something showing that somewhere.
they
but
said
I
they're going to
no
have a
idea
tracker
where.
on the page.
Yeah. I think it's going to be
Um,
similar to the game thing. I think it's going to update. I think that had
Yeah.
an update.
I think
Yeah,
it's neat when
the game
it's-
thing was on Kickstarter, so that you had the
No. The first part of the game thing was on this system. This
Yeah.
is a different system actually. They're not using the same system that they use for the game, but the first half.
The
for
first one was not on
crawl
Kickstarter. Yeah.
Was not on Kickstarter. Yeah. I mean, you figure those figures. I mean, I don't even know what to put for that Benacar. Like in terms of like, that's a ultra deluxe figure right there. That's
$60
gotta be
Well,
figure, maybe 70.
I mean, the fact
$70.
that you're not going to be able to get that figure other than this means.
Well,
that-
I mean,
that's
yeah,
just
the
gonna be-
value of it
Yeah,
is
that's going to be
insane.
pricey. Yeah.
The value is insane. You'll be able to turn
Yeah.
around and sell that for.
I'm just saying, like,
$200.
if you're like, let's say that you just wanted a base dragon, right, and then it hit those goals, you if you were to sell off those figures, you're going to get some money back. So
Right. Oh
absolutely could sell that figure for probably $250. I don't want to start scalpers going, but like, hey, if you order a dragon, go ahead.
Honestly,
scalp
I do want to start scalping.
Go ahead. Yeah, go
They're
ahead.
going to sell
Scalp
more,
away.
and it's going to fund.
Exactly.
well, and
Scalp away.
it could be like people that want multiples, right? Maybe you want multiple dragons, but you don't want multiple of this figure.
Right.
So
If you got somebody near you who wants 2 dragons, and you like, that'd be like the ultimate situation, right? Like some guy near you wants 2 dragons, and somebody else wants 2 of the knight or whatever, right? And you could split it.
yeah, I'm definitely
Alright.
getting 2 dragons, but I don't need 2 of that night. That's for sure.
Right.
Really?
You could sell
Yeah.
one off and then make a bunch of money back. All right. Okay, let's spin this again. We
Randy
got
just
2
sold
more.
the dragon to somebody.
Somebody who's not into toys but totally into dragons. So I just sent it to him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think
Nice.
that's going to be a thing. I think that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
like,
Sure.
you can share it with people
Seen
who are
people
just
talk
into
about that.
dragons. It's going to be
Yeah,
nuts.
she doesn't know 4 horsemen from
No
Hasbro.
idea. No
She's just
idea
like,
about
check out
toys
this
at all.
dragon. She's like, oh my god,
Show them like go to like the 4 Horsemen like Instagram and show them pictures of it at the convention and stuff, and just like like in that's it's like I said, it's really hard to communicate how spectacular and huge and just amazing, especially the paint apps on it. It's like it's hard to like
that one.
it's hard to see the whole it's hard to see the little details when you're looking at the whole thing in a picture, but when you like look up close in person, it's pretty
Crazy.
impressive.
Crazy.
yeah.
Ben K
Randy
says
was
Sir
just-
Benagar is going to be the most expensive standard figure, and I 100% agree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Probably, yeah.
I
Eventually.
mean, at some, it maybe not right out of the gates, but at some
Mhm.
point, that's going to pass
Mhm.
up everything because it's going to
Yeah.
be the most rare. So
Yep. And Otho's going to drop down, like, because that's getting a version 2.
Well, we don't know how many units of Otho there were to begin with. So if there are
Yeah, I
was gonna
5,000
say,
of
we're
these, that
making-
would be 5,000 of this figure. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There might be fewer of the original Otho, but there's going to be
That's
a new
right.
Otho that's going to like drastically reduce the demand for the first one. Okay. Coatl, we got 100. This might be a record right here. 126.
wow, yeah.
For
200
us.
viewers right now. Yeah.
127. 3, 2, 1. This is for the Ninian Infantry. Good luck, everybody. Email me at
I did enter
podcast
37 times. but that's-
dorklair.com. Andy San. Congratulations, Andy San. Again, email me and I will get that out. I'm going to, again, do this all Sunday night after I get back from Vermont. So let me pull this down. Let me pull this down. And we got another one. So
Oh, the giveaway?
we got another giveaway.
Damn.
We're doing 2 more. Okay, this one is
By Crom.
I'm gonna sell my
man,
sell my
I'm
Benegar to
dying.
try to pay for a set of wings.
right.
There you go.
Oh wait, let me do it.
You get
I
to
like
do that kind of stuff. Like I think people, you could definitely do that.
Yep.
I mean,
bleached
even
bones.
well, we're gonna get onto it, so we'll talk about it later.
bleached bones, everybody. Bleached bones. I just want to confirm that these are rolling in now. And I'll pull this down.
I don't have anything on the screen, but
We love you guys.
Oh, that's right.
We're
But I
gonna
think it's time for us to.
bounce off the stream.
All right.
That was awesome. Thanks
Yeah,
for letting us
this
stay
is
and
really
share
cool.
because
Yeah. Thanks for
Yeah.
sticking around.
Thanks for
coming
selling
on.
one. That's
absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks for having
we
us.
hope you all come to 5 Points so we
Yes.
can meet you in person.
Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna even if my family says they don't want to, I'm gonna make it out there,
They
even
will.
if it's just a
They'll
day
love
trip.
it. They'll
Yeah,
have
I'll
a
come up.
great
I know.
time.
I'm gonna try to get them to come.
Yeah, bring
And
them.
all you guys, please come, and everyone on
Yeah.
the stream, please come. You're all invited. We want to see you there.
We're gonna have
Thank
a good
you.
time. Yeah.
Sweet.
All
All right.
everybody.
Good night.
Thank
Forward
you.
to it.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
All right. Can we see it now? 72.
Yep.
77. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna pull it
What
right
is
back
this for?
down. Oh, so sorry. This is for a skeleton Legion Builder 2 in sort of spirit of these charged skeletons.
There
We
you
got the bleached bones skeleton guy. And I did get I got these in today. It's funny, they're all like this. Because I was like heating them up and like articulating them and stuff, and then I'm just kind of like trying to process them all at once. and
Just
get 'em
dipping him
moving.
in the water like that with the arms. out.
I am just using a blow dryer, but I just was like doing the arms, and they
The
all ended up like
arms
that.
wide open.
Yeah, but these are this is the 4-pack.
Mhm.
Obviously, if if you have the skeletons, I'm gonna try to maybe do a review next week. Again, I'm traveling a lot weekends, so I don't have a lot of time. Yeah, so bleached bones on that one. And we have Jurassic Jesse. Thanks for the reveals, giveaways, and an awesome show. Heck yeah.
Thanks,
And
Jesse.
we had a couple more gifted memberships as well. We had Emily Peterson, gifted 5. And Daniel Skidmore, gifted 5.
Woohoo.
Awesome. And again, Jesse, thanks for the $5 super chat.
So how does
Okay.
that work when they're gifting that? Is it like that covers
It's a one.
the person
I think
for
it's a
1 month?
Yeah, it's a 1 month membership. I don't think it like auto renews. I think it just like drops back off unless they choose to renew it. I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha.
That'd be pretty freaking slimy if YouTube did that. Like, if it, right?
Yeah.
Just continues.
Right. It just starts charging you somehow.
$300 bill from YouTube. What the?
Joe Gonzalez gets like, yeah.
He just
Right,
keeps,
exactly.
yeah, he has like
Joe
400
can't afford a dragon anymore because he's
subscriptions
paid
right now.
for subscriptions.
We try to go every other week. It's been a real mess lately because I had all those Necronominus reviews, and they were just like, I was just like, I was honestly just almost sick of being in this room.
I'm down to
And
3
so-
left.
What's that?
I'm down to 3 left to
Down
review.
to 3 left.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, you're doing like your reviews are way more involved than mine right
It
now
takes a
because you're
little
doing
bit.
the blowouts. Yeah.
Gluten-free
Exploded.
lifestyle, I believe, is Jason Alexander, and yet he's got Newman as his icon. I don't know why. Why would you do that?
Newman.
You can have George.
That's funny.
Stanza.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so then we're going to get into the add-on sets, which are almost like their own separate little campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pick up the wing set or the flame head add-on set. And this is the fiery breath add-on set is what they're calling it. So there's the fiery breath neck. The one on the left is the extended neck. And you can kind of see how much it adds length to the dragon. So like, be aware if you're going to set it up in this, like, again, this photo, right? Like you're going to set up like this, it is going to be substantially longer than the regular
Looks like a
setup.
Good 8 inches or so.
Yeah,
maybe.
probably.
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
I think it was just a different angle at first until tonight. I didn't realize how much longer it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is kicked way back on the regular, right? And then it really is thrust forward. So that's the add-on set. It's $150 for the fiery breath add-on set. You get the swapped neck piece. You get the head with the fully sculpted open mouth. The head that comes with the regular dragon has an articulated jaw that can open and close. This one is very specifically like that. It's essentially an expressive head. It's got a tongue that you can remove and swap in the fire piece. And then it comes with this figure. It comes with this flaming knight, which is wild. Very cool.
I'll be honest, this I did not know about ahead of time. And this is great. This is great.
It's like yellow Hagnon.
Right? It's funny.
Yep.
I was talking to, I forget who it was. It was somebody who was saying, so they were talking about like the charged skeletons and like they expected it to come with the charged skeletons. And they were like, why would it come with charged skeletons if the flame effect is separate? And they were talking about how like, how can you sell a dragon without a flame effect, but with charged skeletons? But it makes more sense to me to have a charged skeleton with flame de-ignited. It's already charred and dead.
Yeah.
This is the one that is on fire, right? Like this is, and so that's really funny. Like you would want flaming, like actual flaming figures, which is what this is. It's super cool.
And if you get this, you can combine these, right? You can have some of these flame effects on the skeleton or something like that. You know, you could use part of the body parts and so it could be kind of a thing that's like red hot and the body is charred, the head is charred or something like that. It'd be a great combination with it.
Yeah.
This is a pretty awesome design. I was surprised to see this. Like it was just not. It was totally surprising and awesome.
I wonder if there are people who will literally just buy this just to get this figure.
Somebody in the chat, did you see somebody in the chat say like you could create a cave opening dio, like a flat thing for the back of a wall, put the head coming out of it with the flame, and like there's
you totally
there's
could
your dio.
Or you buy the, I mean, you just mount the head on.
Idea.
You just mount the head somewhere. Just have it as a decoration.
What I mean. Well, yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted it to look like it was coming out of a cave and just burning whoever was out there, you could totally do that. In fact, I may do that. That's pretty cool. As a display, like you could display it that way,
Yeah, that's an easy way to, like, if you don't want to, display the dragon burning someone, with the whole thing. Yeah,
it's not going to happen, but you could potentially have this fund and not the dragon.
Yeah,
like
buying dozens of these.
I'm glad these are much lower because if I feel like there's a much better chance of like everything everything funding with these at 1,000. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
I think there's a good chance that everything's going to fund.
Somebody
I think
did
this has a
say-
much better chance than the wings. If I'm just being honest, based on just pricing and
Mhm.
what you're getting and the bonus and stuff. Like I feel like this has a better shot than the wings, but I'm hoping that
wings is
everything fun.
definitely.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
wings is a
definitely.
little tough because it's such a
It's a space
massive
issue.
piece.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's the paint that like the
Well,
wings
yeah.
are so damn big, you know.
Yeah, and I mean I personally think this figure is a lot more impressive than what we get with the wings. I know we'll get
Right.
there, but I just think
Yeah.
this looks amazing.
Mhm.
This alone, even if you weren't thinking about getting the flame set, you may get the flame set just for this figure. I can't say the same for the add-on on the wings.
And
Right,
again,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is the
It's
same
optional, too.
situation that you're only going to get this with this set, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
it. So this is the only
Yeah.
way to get it. If you're a
Of
completist,
all the things,
I don't mean to make you crazy, but
I
you're
could
gonna
see
have to
people just buying this.
Mhm.
And there are going to be people out there who want to just buy, who like
figure.
bought the dragon and regretted not getting the head, like the
Mhm.
flaming effect, and then people could sell the this other stuff, the head and the flames and stuff,
Keep the figure.
on eBay and keep the figure. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
You
I mean,
still
there's-
use
I mean,
that flame effect with the other
Well-
open, just open the mouth and the
You
other
got to
one.
imagine
Right,
that
yeah.
figure could sell for the price of
Well,
this.
we know
like,
that there's a contingency of people that like to go through retailers because they don't have to put the money up front, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, you could potentially a year and a half from now or whatever, when this comes out, sell this, the head and the flame effect for the exact price you paid, $150, and keep the figure for free. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that is exactly what's going to happen, but I could definitely see that happening.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
So this was 1,000 units for this, and then there's an addition. These additional parts. It's at 1,250.
and there's one more head that wasn't in this picture. They
Mhm.
weren't able to get done in time. That's the chainmail head, like the Sir Elijah.
Right.
That's also
With the skull.
flaming for this.
Yeah. Very cool. And this is not just like it's not just a clear figure. It's like there's a lot of cool paint apps and swappability between the sort of like armor and then it's like fully flamed out. Like,
Look at the transition on like the what do you call it? The this word just came out, but
the
not the
gauntlets
skirt.
or the
But the
bracers
front
or-
the front
The
piece,
loincloth?
yeah, okay, we'll call
The
it loincloth.
loincloth?
'Cause it
Yeah,
starts
whatever
with
that's
D,
called.
but whatever it is. But look, the transition from orange to yellow. So this is
Mhm.
like tinted. This isn't just
Mhm.
like they're
Yeah.
all yellow, they're all orange. The
there's a
elbows
fade.
look like they go from orange to yellow up at the top.
Mhm.
It's really cool. It's almost like we haven't seen this since that half and half Hagnon that they accidentally made at the factory. So pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Marley, that first Marley kind of has a little
That's
bit of
true.
that
Well, it
effect.
transitioned from paint to clear, but not
Yeah.
from like necessarily like a darker clear to a lighter clear. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a complex figure, man. It's pretty cool.
Yep. Very, very cool.
So is
And
this piece like enough extra to mix in with another guy and just have his arm burning or something like that.
Absolutely.
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
I
Yep.
think out of everything
fire,
they showed
right?
tonight, this is the coolest.
This is cool.
I think Benagar is like
Benagar is
that
pretty
is just
insane.
amazing for me. Okay, so that's the set right there. If you're wondering, the other two things in there, the ring and the little red piece, that's the tongue, and then the ring that goes around the base of the flame. That's what that is. So 150 for that set. Okay, let's do this again. Skeleton Legion Builder 2. Oh, hold on. Is that black for people again? Hold on, let me.
Nope. I can see it.
No, we're good.
You can see it. Okay, cool. All right. Last call. Hold on. I just saw a funny
Bleached banana hammock.
one. Bleached banana hammock.
I'll take a tequila sunrise.
Black again. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Really?
Let me
Well, it's
remove
not,
that.
not for me, but
Weird. So
well, they got it.
Come on,
black. That time I
StreamYard,
got
get
the
your-
Trevor.
See everything the
Your
whole
shit
time, so I
together,
can't
StreamYard.
help.
You've been able to see everything the whole time, Chris? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like
I
every time everyone's saying it's black, I can see it too.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe because I'm an admin or
Yeah, it
I
might
don't
be.
know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I can see it every time. I think it's maybe the I don't know. Your browser? I'm not really sure.
Could be.
Weird.
Can we all see it now?
For me, it's
Yep.
black.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez. I see.
But I could see it before, but I also have it open on my phone. On my phone, I can see it. So I think you're good.
Jason said it's good. It's
Good.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
All
it's
right, here we
coming
go.
through on YouTube, but I can't see it.
All right.
Ooh, entry.
Here we go. 137. We've
So if
broken
it
a new
lands on me or
record.
Darla, just tell me that we lost because I
Yeah,
can't see it anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna cheers if I won. If it's you.
3, 2, 1. And this is random. And if you win, send me your address at podcast.
Oh shit!
All right, Trevor wins.
You can spin it again. You can spin it.
Okay.
Again.
The confetti is still.
I got enough of those skeletons, man. Good lord. I'd just be giving it away on my show, so you may as well just.
All right, Lewis Christensen
Nice.
Vids, congratulations. I feel like I maybe have sent to you before. But just remind me, message me again. Congratulations. And podcast at DorkLair.com. I'll send these out. I'll get these packed up and shipping, labels and stuff Sunday night, and I'll drop them off Monday. Okay, last giveaway. And I got to remind myself here. Okay. A couple weeks ago, let me hide the comment. A couple weeks ago, I was paying attention, and this thing was about to sell out.
Oh,
This
look
is
at
the
you.
Evil Gunmetal Knight. So I grabbed 2. That's how I'm rolling with these. Is I'm just gonna kind of like wait as long as I can because rather than drop the 450 or whatever at once. So I ended up grabbing an extra for a giveaway. But this is the sold out gunmetal Evil Knight, which to me, this and the red leather one, they are the 2 best, right?
Yeah.
Like of those 10. This figure's awesome. So
Yeah, if I win this, I'm keeping it.
fair enough. So let me pull up the hashtag Evil Gunmetal. I guess I should have said Evil Leather Gunmetal, but we know what it is.
Yellow leather, red leather, yellow. No.
Hold on. I just want to make it a scroll. There. Yeah. Best night, in my opinion. The best night. And then
John's like evil green would like a word, sir.
yeah, Evil Green's pretty good. That's got to be a top 3 for me too. That thing is pretty sweet. This head sculpt. It's the
I think out of all the
head.
greens, though, I think the leather green was the best at
Leather
the
green is
show.
hot.
Yeah.
I that's what I got for the green for that was the leather at the show. It's great. All right, so let me I'm just automatically doing it this time. All right, can everybody see? Best night. Already got 88 entries. And we'll get into the last leg of the dragon. The wing set, the Epic Wings add-on set. Yeah, I agree. I think this could potentially be the one that sells the least. I just think space-wise, it's a huge, like, this is like a big one. Like, is it different enough? Yeah. It's just so, it just makes it so much bigger. It's a tough one to, but I got to say,
having said that, it will sell 1,000 for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think it will too. Yeah. I was just talking about this today because we got, actually, let me pull myself.
I think it'll hit the goal. I don't.
Ooh, what is that?
I think the value is
that's
not
cool.
as good as the other bundle, in my opinion.
No.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Agreed.
I think it's because the wings are so big; they're just so expensive.
Yeah.
The booklet that came with the skeleton 4-pack says October 2025 for the next graveyard set. So people were talking about maybe a zombie set, And I was like, man, we really need like we need zombies we need that Red Death body, the fully like bare top to bottom ghoul body. We need that. And it's so funny because now there's
You gotta love how they're thinking in advance. You know what I mean? Like knowing what's coming out and like knowing that you're going to be able to combine these things into, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, the Red Death was like, there was no need to do this body underneath here, but you knew this was coming. The heads were coming.
Right.
It was going to work out. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's great. That's great.
Yep. So this is 150 as well. And it's also 1,000 units to get funded. And the Ashen Zombie just comes with it. I think that makes these like $150 feels like a lot, but when you add that figure in, it really helps with that price, you know?
I'm going to say this. I'm not telling tales out of school because I'm not going to talk about price or anything like that. But Jeremy did tell me what the tooling was on this. And can I swear on here? I forget.
Yeah, you can swear.
Nearly shit myself when he told me the price of the tooling.
Yeah.
For these wings alone, because of the size and the complexity of them. And it's just the paint. It was nuts, man. Like you have no idea what it costs to make these things. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, so, you know, I'm sure they thought twice about even doing this. So yeah, they're expensive, but like, again, they're a small company. They're asking for 1,000 units of this, which is not a lot when you're ordering, you know, figures and have to tool something up for them. You know what I mean? Something that you're probably, who knows what they'll do in the future, but you know, maybe they'll use them for a different color or something like that. But who knows? You know, who knows if they'll ever get to use these again? It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that stuff, man. It's really not that bad a price for what they are, the size they are, and the size of the company that you're talking about here.
And I'm
having said that, you don't need them. You don't need them. You don't have to get them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm slacking. I just want to say I'm slacking on the super chats. This is a lot. Just like a lot going on tonight. Jurassic Jesse with the $5. Thanks for the reveals, giveaways, and awesome show. Thank the super chatters for really funding the giveaways. What happens? And then Headshot with the $2 saying DorkLair gang over here with all the giveaways.
Right.
Got to make up for lost time. We haven't really been doing a lot of shows lately, and like last week's was a special Glyos show. So, and then finally OK Figures with the 5 memberships. That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, if the set of wings that it came with were completely folded up, and then this was a different one, I would say then this would be a must. But because the other ones are open as well, like I don't know, I don't know that everybody needs this. And like for me, if I'm buying 2 dragons, I probably buy 1 of these, but I'm definitely get 2 of the flame sets. Like this just doesn't feel as good of a deal to where I need it with a dragon as much as the other one does. So, which is
why, and again, this is going to be a point of discussion, I'm sure, for the next month. You know, people will like, oh, you know, I mean, I think at first there was some confusion, as Jeremy admitted on the first post that talked about the, you know, and this is to the wider scope of people who weren't at Legions Con, haven't been paying attention for 4 months. Oh, wait, it doesn't come with wings? No, it comes with wings. You get wings on the dragon for $550. You get them. But this should have come with it as a stretch goal or something like that. First of all, way too expensive. If they were to be included, even as a stretch goal, they would have had to make the base price $800. You know what I mean? Right. Like, forget about the figures. You know, you leave the figures out. It would have been an $800 thing. And to say like, well, we have to get 2,000 of these, and you have to spend $800, even if you're never going to use these things, is ridiculous. Like, not everybody needs these. You know what I mean? You're not going to have room for them necessarily. So it's the best way to do this, and you don't have to buy them.
I want to just respond to Jeff here. I think it's going to be exactly like the skeletons, where like this zombie in this wing set is black, and then we're going to get like the ash. We're going to get like the skeletons that just came out. We're going to get the zombie in that kind of color, the black, essentially like black and white. I feel like the graveyard skeleton set is like black and white colorway, essentially like a black and white TV or something.
I think it could be like prediction. That was meant to be kind of well, I mean, like if you look at the artwork, it's an homage to the what is
The animation thing there.
Yeah, the early Disney
Yeah.
thing, the symphony, scary symphony or whatever the hell, spooky symphony. Maybe they do this as kind of a subtle homage to like Night of the Living Dead or something like that, and it's black and white. So,
Yep.
There you go. Lewis, you and I.
So I mean, so yeah, we're going back to the whole value thing. I don't know if I'm curious what their, I guess, plans were before Legions Con, because that's when everyone was like, oh yeah, we want the charred stuff. Like what would have come with this instead of like, you know, or would have been the other stretch goal?
Well, I mean, I think just from things that I've heard and from what they were talking about on the stream today, I think they thought the price of this, the dragon itself, was going to be a lot lower than what it ended up being, and so they were planning on just doing it as a pre-order with the wave at G-Con. And it was just once they saw the prices come in, they knew they were going to have to do it in more of a Kickstarter type campaign with stretch goals and things like that, and that's where all this kind of changed a little bit. So
yeah, I think some of that, and I think like even if they had done it as a Kickstarter right then and there, I think the pricing is something that they had to talk about and figure out and even determine if they were going to do. You know what I mean? Who knows if there was a point where there was like, hey, are these wings even worth it? You know what I mean? Who's just saying, I saw something that was kind of cool. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind.
This will not happen. If we get 5,000 units for the base dragon, but not 1,000 units for the fire add-on, I hope they transfer the fire figure to the 5K stretch goal. I mean, I guess that it could happen, but I don't think it's not. If the dragon hits 5K, there's no chance that the fire thing is gonna hit 1K. I don't think there's any chance of that.
Easily.
Now,
so I guess
if he said that for the wings and this figure,
yeah, that
maybe.
maybe.
I never say never, but I really don't think that they're going to change anything. You know what I mean? Like they've been working on this for 4 months and figuring out what things cost and what things have to hit in order to make it worthwhile. And I just don't think it's going to be a like, well, you know what, we'll just change this up. You know, especially because they're not Kickstarter, and it is one thing. It is like is this their system that they're using is it will charge you now. Right. And so in order to
they'll have to refund.
Oh, we're going to exactly. Well, we're going to change things up and everybody's going to get this. Well, now we got to refund everybody and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Check's in the mail.
The NECA check is in the mail. This question, is it $850 for everything? Yes. The total price for all 3 items added up together is $850. Yes. And then you have to pay tax if your state charges tax, and then you have to pay shipping. So for me, $850 plus probably about $50 tax, plus I'm guessing $20-ish for shipping because I'm pretty close. Like an all-in for me, like that the last all-in I think was $18 or something for that. So
I'm thinking you're gonna have to estimate for yourself, depending on where you are, at least $50 for shipping.
Right. If you're and
then you'll come in on the low side if you're closer, and on a little bit.
Yeah, if you're far away, it's going to be 50. If you're
Chris,
close,
you're
it's going to be 20.
in trouble. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
I'm planning 100 for shipping just to be safe.
It's not a bad idea. I don't think it's going to be 100. Again,
they said people are going to be happy with the shipping.
I think so too.
Yeah. Wait, it's 51 shipping for me here in 51 tax in Pennsylvania at 6%. Yeah, I'm at 6% too. Not tax, shipping, but tax, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that I have a 6.25 tax in Massachusetts.
Shit, we got like 8%, man. Good Lord.
Dude, I think like Seattle,
New York
has like 12% or some crazy shit like that. Like there's I think like Seattle or Washington State, or like there's like either Seattle has it and Washington State isn't as much, or it's the reverse. Mm-hmm. There's something about it where it's like it's freaking absurd, the sales tax.
Yeah, but you get all that rain there, so that's nice.
Yeah, the silver lining. shipping will probably be a little more than an all-in, which isn't too bad. Probably like 25-30 to the Midwest. I would say that's a good estimate. Yeah. A statue from me, almost 50 pounds direct from China in 2021 was $360. Yeah, shipping a 50-pound statue from China is definitely that much. Shipping a 40-pound dragon from New Jersey to Massachusetts is going to be like $20, 30 maybe.
Yeah, I saw somebody talk about the and I know Curtis and I are on the same wavelength. This is the rock that was underneath it on the display, which of course was, you know, something that they built in house. And
R.I.P. Rock.
that was my first mention to them, is that I would love that. I just think that would have been an insane thing to. Maybe you rotoscope it or something like that. And I'm not saying, who knows? Somebody does that. You know what I mean? So third party does that or something like that, or down the line. You never know.
Some dio maker needs to start
going to be expensive
for the next year and a half. So,
but it would have been expensive, and I'm not sure how many people would have gone in for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Eric. So, but does an all-in weigh 40? I don't think so. But I think the thing is, like, once you get into that big of a weight, once you get up past like 10 pounds, it's all about the dimensions.
Yeah, the dimensions.
Yes,
cost way more than the weight.
And this is going to have this, it's going to have similar dimensions of like an all-in, like a Necronominus all-in was a freaking huge box. That thing was massive.
I think that's going to be about what you're looking at right there. Yeah.
Lone Wolf Labs. I see you there. I see you.
I know a guy who's still measuring this.
He's 3D scanning it.
Was that you, Curtis?
Yeah. I know he's talking about him.
Okay.
If he makes those bases, though, man, I'm gonna be all over that.
Nice.
So
let
me know.
Kevin's thinking about Legions Con next year.
I'll place an order right now.
Right. I talked to the guy who made it at the studio, and like he doesn't want to do it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go find a big rock.
Yeah.
They'll weigh a freaking ton, though. Reinforced.
Don't put that on your glass shelf.
Put that on your DTOF.
I'm about to be in those DMs real quick. Sliding in, baby.
Wesley with the $2. I have bought the base. I'd have bought the base before the wings. Okay. Yeah.
I would agree with that, but that's me. I'm not sure how many people would do that.
Right.
I also think it was just a cost factor. I think that would have been another $150 for something.
Well, and I think, if we can get it made out of foam, probably going to pay less for it than we would from them anyway. So.
Yeah.
Well, if Kevin makes it, he seems to be able to make things for a good price. But...
Sure.
Yeah, it depends.
Some other people it'll be $1,200 from some other.
Yeah, if you've got certain people that throw like royalty in their names or something, that's probably going to raise the price up a bit. So.
Did you guys see the little local news thing with Brian Lynn?
Yeah,
that was
great,
freaking cool, man. That was awesome.
That was
nice. I love stuff like that, and that's like the kind of local stuff that like
Brian,
Jesse's talking about. Just like get like local stuff needs to be like thriving now in this like crazy time. All right, so let's spin this, and then we'll kind of wrap things up with the rest.
Now this time I don't see it on YouTube, so I don't think they're seeing it either.
Does anyone see it? Because I pulled it down and then back up. Hold on.
I do not see it. No, I don't see it. It's insane.
Definitely not on YouTube.
Present.
Come on, stream
giveaway.
Good Lord.
How about now? Still no?
Hold on. I'm waiting for it to come up on YouTube because it's behind. Yes, it came up. I don't see it here, but I see it on YouTube.
I don't see it, but it's on YouTube.
Okay, they're seeing it. Art G sees it. Yep.
Oh, now I see it. Weird.
Good.
Yep.
Okay.
Man, StreamYard's weird.
It's
Yeah.
a little choppy today.
Doing some funky things. They also changed that whole like present thing or the scenes. I don't know if you've seen that, but
I haven't messed around with it.
Yeah, because they changed a lot of the layouts. They like took out the old layouts, and then it's weird.
Yeah. Okay, let me draw this again. podcast@DorkLair.com. If you win 158, we keep breaking records here. 3,
it's incredible.
2,
240
1.
viewers.
Right? Yeah. Here we go. Good luck. This is the black leather, there's the gunmetal leather armory figure. Wizard of Toys. The Wizard of Toys. Congratulations,
Wiz.
Wizard of Toys.
I'm the whiz.
I'm the whiz.
All right. Nice.
Shout out to Jason Alexander.
There you go.
And then, but you guys haven't had any issues with the slideshow, right? Like this
No,
stuff.
slideshow's been
Nope,
great.
that's all good. Yep.
So it's just the share. It's like the share screen system that's fucked up. All right, Ashen Zombie. We went through all this, right? So this at $12.50, you get the accessories.
Mm-hmm.
I will say
this.
that I like the dirt on the shield too. That's kind of cool.
Mhm.
I would like the ability, and again, I'm saying this knowing it's probably not going to change. To if I do get certain things, like to buy extra, like skeletons or something like that. You know what I mean? I know they're not going to do that, but
Yeah.
I would love the ability that if I got an X amount or if I bought this or that, I could add on.
That's kind of like I feel like that's the kind of thing that would have been like Kickstarter-ish. If they like, if they had done a Kickstarter, you could have maybe had that.
Like
Yeah.
a backer kit thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
The backer kit thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be the
I-
5,000 unit thing. You can buy extra stuff once they hit that.
Right.
Right.
I gotta say, I'm kind of
Maybe
surprised.
that could
with
be cool.
the-
I'd be down with that.
I'm kind of surprised with the announcement that none of this is going to be offered later. Like I kind of assumed that they would do it like they do some of the con exclusives, where you would have like a more stripped down version of these figures later, like less accessories, maybe a one less head or something. It makes it more special being in here, and I think that's hopefully going to draw some more people to the campaign. So I like that. I just wasn't expecting it because they typically like to make everything available individually at retail at some point. So
Let me just preempt the completists who inevitably there's going to be some completists who are going to like be upset that these figures are locked behind the dragon. Newsflash, if you don't have the dragon, you're not a completist. So
right.
it's
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
I
you will
think the
be able to
problem
get
is
them.
the people that want to
selling
lead
them
to
after.
army build like this guy. Like they want, well,
I do.
Yeah.
I
this
think
guy has 3 heads. I want 3 of this, right?
I think this figure, like I am a huge fan of the Red Death. I think that this whole body is incredible. The articulation, like this is an amazing body, and like anytime they can put this out again, I want it. And the thing with the Red Death is it's got 2 tones and stuff, but this is like solid up and down, like one solid color, and I hope, like I said, I hope we see the graveyard whatever product line bring these in as well, because I think that they're going to just be amazing if they do.
And this is meant to be, I mean, you could use this however you want, but I mean, this is also in the same vein as the skeleton, like in the photographs. Wow, I can't believe I'm on this end of things. Doesn't really show.
They're not my photos, so I can do it now. I can do
Sorry,
the
Brad.
thing.
I love Brad. No, Brad
Okay.
did a great job, man. I know he's like under a tight deadline and everything. So, but like it's black. You know what I mean? So this guy's like charred. You know what I mean?
Black. Yes.
It's meant to be like a victim of the dragon. You know what I mean? So like you're gonna get these zombies later on. So you'll have a chance at this. I mean, the knight probably not. The flame.
The parts, the night parts,
probably not.
will come back out. Those sculpted
In
parts,
another
they'll
color,
come out.
sure, yeah.
Other color, yeah.
For sure.
all
But
right,
not
so
with the soft goods and all that stuff. So
yeah.
Yeah, the Knight's a tremendous package. So
it's
The night is
beautiful.
amazing. I love it so much. It's like Curtis, you were saying, this guy is your favorite. The night Benegar. He's my favorite thing that they showed. I love it.
I'll be honest. I'll be putting in for 2 dragons. If I get 2 of those Benegars, I don't know that I'm keeping even one of them. I'll probably unload both of them. Yeah.
Just to kind of recoup.
He's just a little too ornate for me. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. Doesn't do anything for me.
Matches the dragon so well.
Customize
like even
it.
the underside of his
Paint it up.
cape,
Paint it up,
matches
Chris.
the wings.
I mean, if it was a figure that I knew wasn't going to sell for enough that could maybe buy me another dragon, then sure.
Right?
but
Yeah. Totally.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's
There's
like
gonna
a
be people
factor.
after that figure that yeah.
If you want two
Right,
dragons,
Blaze?
you're gonna have enough extra stuff to like recoup a huge chunk of it for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
I really
surprised if that
think
figure
the
goes
shield
for like,
part,
you know,
that's
200, 250, and I'm
200,
not gonna,
yeah.
I think it'll
I'm
go
gonna
for
say
250 at
I'm
least.
not gonna,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna customize a figure that's 200 or 250.
I
I,
was
just
joking.
don't do that.
Yeah.
It would be like such a like
I will
terrible,
customize the dragon though.
sacrilegious thing
I'm
to
telling
do.
you, I will barely have that dragon out of the box before I'm starting to prime it. So
nice. That's
I
awesome.
wonder if you get that shield with anything else in the future, though. Honestly,
Mm.
I mean, maybe there'll be, you know, a cult of this or something that you might. But I mean, it's hard to say you can't use another part ever again. But that would be pretty cool if that was a
There's
part
just-
that was never ever
There,
used again.
there are going to be parts that just probably never see the light of day again, just because of the timeline, just because of like, there's just not enough time to reissue every single part that's ever been made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
So yeah, so the 550, if everything hits, if it sells 4,000 units, you get all this for 550, which is fantastic. I think that's a great. I mean, we had toy makers in here who have no real like, you know, like connection really to like Four Horsemen or any of that stuff. And they were saying that they were like pretty impressed that this thing is this size and it's 550.
Dude, they're in vinyl. Like those toys. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so vinyl
Very
is an
expensive.
expensive
The little thing is like $80.
material.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
at the same time, those, yeah,
Tiny
I've
runs.
had some of those that are $250, $300 for just a little. It doesn't even move. Like there's no
Yeah.
joints on it whatsoever. Like
And those
It's
are
expensive,
yeah,
man.
those are really
And they're-
small runs. Of
I was gonna
things,
say,
too.
they're small runs, but this is also relative to
I've
the
had the
way
small runs
a
before.
Hasbro does this or somebody else. This
Oh my
is a
God.
small run as well. you know what I
10,000
mean?
units and stuff for
Yeah,
Hasbro.
2,000 is like nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, that's the really good part. Is compared to housing resorts, like 10,000 minimum is a
Right.
nutty comparison. I
I
mean,
mean-
10,000 we
Right.
more than twice all of these, unlocks and everything.
And the stretch goals on HasLabs are crazy too. They feel like they're hard to hit. Where this is like
Yeah.
500,
Yeah, yeah.
2,000, then 2,500, then like
Yeah.
you keep going up. Like
Mhm.
they're not huge leaps after that.
500,
I-
500 increments, man. That's great. I mean, that's
Yeah.
nothing.
So just for shits and giggles, I took a look. The video that they did earlier, the live stream, currently 2.6 thousand views. So how many of those people are ordering a dragon? Every one of them? How many of those are ordering two?
No. But I would say everybody who
Not-
watched
not
I
every
would
one
say
of
maybe
them.
half,
I'm just
50%.
I don't know how many people are going to order two, though. I would say that I think you might be a unique company.
I don't know. I think it's hard to gauge how many of these are going to sell. I think some people are like, oh, this is going to blow 2,000 away. And some people are like, I don't know. I don't know. It's tough to
Here's
say.
the other thing. Somebody put on the Facebook today, do you think BBTS will come through like they did with the other HasLabs and stuff, that they don't get a discount on the HasLabs. They buy the HasLabs and mark them up. You can mark this up. It's going to be high, but I can almost guarantee that BBTS is going to come through and buy a few of these.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
That'll
maybe
raise
100
order.
or
Yeah.
200 or maybe more. And
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
they'll be selling them for $750 for the base dragon later on.
Yeah, they just got to
can
clearance
buy
out a
it.
few more Super 7 to make room. So
This is a good point. Jeff says all in or two dragons, there's $150 difference. It's interesting. So you'd
Yeah, that's what I was looking
1,100
at, like-
versus
like
Eight,
look at the base dragon,
50.
right? And like the stuff on the screen, if we hit 4,000, you get everything here on the screen. Is that worth two of these worth more than getting the fire and the extra wings? I think it might be. I mean, I think after seeing the prices tonight, I think there might be some people that were leaning towards getting one of everything that might be leaning towards getting just two base dragons at this point.
Yeah. Yep. Could be. Now, how many people are going to display 2 dragons? I bet I could see Chris having it. He has the craziest room. I could see him
It's
having
the
it
old
too.
Who is coming out with a neck adapter to display 2 heads at the same time?
Nice.
Ooh, oh, yes.
Nice.
That would be sick. 2-headed dragon.
I'm gonna have
Oh,
to
yeah.
do some Photoshop because I want to see if I did get the extended neck and flame effect and stuff, but left these wings on it, because we only see the picture with it both together, right? I want to see these wings with the extended neck and see how it looks. So I'm gonna have to do some Photoshop action.
Yep. So there's that set for 150, and if that hits 1250, you get everything there. And then if this,
If you don't mind going back, does that neck like articulate in the middle at all, or is it?
Yes,
just,
there's 2 points. Okay. So I think you know, you have the head, and then close to where those spines stop at the next chunk, and then another chunk there. Let me see if hold on.
And then at the body too.
Yeah. Let me see if this helps.
I think they will be doing a video of movement. I mean, they had the butter dragon. They had the sort of test shot almost that they were showing off, and a lot of people got to see that live at Legions Con. And there are videos up there if you want to go watch it. If you want to see how it moves, you can see with that. But I think they either are or would be wise to show like a video of articulation and stuff.
Yeah.
And for this question, about just buying the set, the extra, like there's no qualms with that, right? I would imagine.
Yeah, no, I think
I don't think you need to buy. You can buy. These are individual pieces, so you can add to the cart. I believe, like anything, so you could just add
and
that
if
to the
everybody
cart.
wants to do that, we could just fund the fire and not the dragon. So
I think
fund the
you're gonna
fire
see
is a great hashtag. Fund the fire is a
there
great
you
hashtag.
go.
Yeah, I think you see people buying this and not necessarily buying the dragon, who want to jump in, who want to get in on this and get kind of but they can't afford the 550. Maybe they're like, oh, I'll just keep the figure and sell the head and the flames. And I could totally.
You can have this coming out of a cave wall or something.
Ramen Toy makes a cave set for $250, and there you go. You're all set.
Benegar being the first unlock is cool. It could have made him the 4th. Yeah, that's true. I like that they kind of like went out like hitting heavy there.
We were saying that earlier. Like usually the higher, more exclusive or exciting things are at the end. But yeah.
All right, we're gonna sign off here. Do we? All our giveaways.
I have no
done,
doubt
right?
there'll be a 5,000 unit unlock. I think there'll be something.
Well, for anybody out there that's still wanting more dragon talk, we're going to be doing some more of that over on Art by Ackerman right after this. So
there you go, Curtis's marathon.
Let me just. I don't know. Will we go live? I don't know.
I don't know.
Will we have guests?
Will it fund?
I don't know.
Will it fund? 3 dragons?
Will it fund?
I don't know.
Yes. Will it fund? Yes.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. It's funny. I'm driving. Like I said before, I have a long car drive after work tomorrow, so I won't be really checking in until probably 8. So the first hour I'm gonna like miss of like checking the numbers and seeing what the chat and stuff like that. So it'll be fun to like get up there and settle in and crack a beer and then like get caught up on how the launch went. So yeah. So Curtis, you're going on live next. Trevor, we are 2 weeks away. We just had one this week. So for Legion's Lounge, you got any other stuff going on?
I'm going. I'm going to be on Schmerber's show pretty soon. New to Mythics. Sometime next week we're going to tape that. Who I don't know when that'll come out. It could be a couple weeks.
2 months from now.
We'll maybe. He's coming out with them like fast, man. Like he's got a lot.
He records
pipeline.
Them way ahead.
Yeah, he's got a lot in the pipeline. So look for that in like June. Other than that, just Maz's show on Tuesday. Toy talk and toy photography talk, and we look at photography and critique it. What else?
Muskecon?
That's about it.
Anyone? Muskecon?
Mm-hmm. Muskecon.
I wish I could go.
Muskecon.
Me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, before we go, I should just remind people I do
Toilet.
a review of the Atlanta figure, ATL 25. Figure's
Nice.
amazing.
Don't pay eBay prices for this guy. You'll be able to get him. He's cool and all, but like it's not. I mean, unless you got. I mean, listen, if you got the money,
don't have him
go
yet.
for it. If you got the money, go for it. But like, it's
You will be at
wait.
Muskecon.
There's plenty from what I hear.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Yeah, and they're gonna have the online sale later. I'm gonna be.
Yep.
I have somebody trying to grab me one. I think at Muskecon. I think Greg is
Okay,
gonna
cool.
maybe try to pick me up one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some at Atlanta, Toy Atlanta too. So,
But if not, I will be at Shop the Curiosity. So I'll get it there. So I'm not too far away from getting one. If the latest I'll have it is May. All right.
Beauty.
Well, Curtis, what was that?
I said beauty.
Beauty. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Good night, Curtis. Have a good show. I'll try to pop in, but I gotta hit the hay soon. Good night, everybody. May the force be with you.
Follow me.